Hey, alright everybody, this is Fell Seal, Arbiter's Mark. We got done with the Jungle Temple, and it went pretty smoothly. We beat up those sigil folks there, got them taken care of. Then we came back to the Sparrows, where we were ambushed by some bandits. Oh yes, and Primus the Head Immortal was visiting as well, and he helped us out with some cheeky tactics to beat half of the bandits. We had to beat the other half. Now, I haven't done my shopping or my recruiting yet because there's all these events in the way in these towns, so we're gonna do all of those, and after that I will take a break to level up. To shop and recruit, but let's show what I did, because leveling up I was able to do. Let's show the important things here. New abilities for lots of folks, all sorts of good stuff. But the two important things, Gambler finally paid off for Reiner in a major way. Because he got, well, first of all, he got lucky, which is pretty cool. Gets an extra bit of luck. It'll help them succeed in stuff, yeah. But he got initiative. This is amazing. Character gains a free turn at the very start of combat. With his Scoundrel's Fleet of Foot abilities, that is incredibly critical in getting like my team mobile from the get-go. That's really cool. I really like that. I didn't even think about that when I gave him the Gambler job. But that was one of those lovely moments of when playing with a job system where you just get, like, perfect synergy. The other important thing, Lily finished leveling up, the Scoundrel got to level 4 like I needed her to get to, so now she is on the Ranger track to basically become a level 4 Ranger, because that will unlock this, what I suspect is the Gunner. That's exciting. She only needs 2 levels of Ranger to get there. After that, I think I will pivot her back to being a Knight, actually, rather than chasing any other level. She'll have done her job on that, and I think Knight will serve her better with her setup of abilities. But yes, let's talk about the class that she unlocked. Reaver! These wild warriors charge wildly into battle, heedless of their own safety. Their brutality is unmatched. So I haven't even got a chance to look at these fellas yet, so... It's an AoE shout, okay. Big old damage around the move, very good. And this is like a physical move, so is there no mana cost? By the looks of it, I don't see so. So it's just like, it just reduced damage, but that's really good. Damage healing dealt increases by to every adjacent enemy. More adjacent enemies means a higher... Oh, I see. So the Reaver's stats are better if they're into the fray. Yeah, like it says. Like if they're in the thick of it, they'll get more bonuses. Very cool. Spread pain. Magical damage. This one does have an MP cost. Oh, mind damage and transfers debuffs to the target. Fascinating. And just a solid distance move, apparently. Very good. And, okay, this one is not my playstyle, but on the other hand, given how beat up I often am, this can be useful. More damage the lower your HP is. This one I prefer to this one, honestly, is that doing the difference move. Still not a fan of that kind of high-risk, high-reward play, but still. And, okay, here's this classic that we've already had with our Demon Knight. Wow, I completely blacked out on her name. Anadine. I was thinking Nadine, and I was like, that's not right. Right. So that's the same move that's there. Very good. Primal Wave deals physical damage in a small area. Okay, so it's just a big old, a beefier version of this, I guess. Very cool that the Reaver gets a no-cost AoE move. Very interesting. And then here's a Rebirth. Interesting. Grants Rebirth. So to defeat, at this point, if you get a Reaver to this level, you have to beat the Reaver by knocking them from not critical to 0, because if you knock them down to critical, they will just get Rebirth. Although, I don't know, I suppose if they come back to life after after Rebirth is used. I wonder if they're gonna have the state again after that. Probably not. But maybe if you heal them and then they drop again later, it might reactivate, maybe? I don't know what exactly, but... Okay, so that's a very combat, offensive-focused, but Lily has been a very defensive character so far. So I don't know about having Lily become a Reaver eventually. Plus, I'm aiming to get that Gunner thing unlocked, so at least until then. Now, there is one new class that we can aim for. This needs Peddler 3, Reaver 3. Man, Peddler is far in the, like, branching path of classes, so that's gonna take a while to get to. And I'm thinking I'm gonna hire a new Reaver and have them work on becoming a Peddler as their number 2 job. I think that's gonna be my move, so I will equip them as a Scoundrel. Scoundrel leads to Ranger, and Ranger leads to Peddler, I believe was the chain. Let's really quickly review. Peddler needs Ranger, Ranger needs Scoundrel, and Scoundrel you just got, right? Scoundrel didn't need anything. Right? Why do I not see... Oh, Scoundrel needs Mercenary. Okay, well that is quite the trail, but... Like, it's getting interesting. Like, these classes must be really good for all the work you have to put in to unlock them. Like, Lily would have a lot of work to do as well. Well, not a lot, because she's already working on Ranger, so she would just have to work on Peddler then, eventually. So I guess Lily's actually fairly close, and also level up Reaver. Okay, but I'm still going to hire a different Reaver, I think, and we'll see how we go. But, okay, that's all going to be a little later. First, we're going to deal with all of these events. So let's go see what's shaking in Sentina. Anadine, you've been looking down in the mouth all morning. Is something the matter?
Oh, just thinking about my mother again, and the path we all chose. So few Arbiters live to see old age.
That is true, yet the work we do is very valuable. Law and order make good lives possible for people across the land.
Yes, it is important to remember that.
Speaking of your mother, her armor is looking a bit tatty.
Really? What's wrong with it?
I don't think she even has her mother's armor equipped anymore, unfortunately, but sure, we'll go along with that. With what we've been through, it's taken more than a few knocks. The straps are worn almost through. You know, there's a blacksmith here in Sentina who owes me a favor.
I would never trade in my mother's armor, whatever its condition.
Oh, that's silly. Of course she doesn't mean that, right? I'm not going to sell it. Please, just loan it to me for the day. No harm will come to it.
Well, okay. Just for the day.
I see we tactically faded out without having to see a sprite of Anadine without her armor on. I see what you were doing. Received old armor. Shiny!
It's wonderful! Thank you, Kyrie! Is this what my mother looked like when she went into battle?
It definitely is. You could be her sister. Oh. How's this gonna go? Wow, you're looking very smart today, Anadine. But where did you get the coin for that fancy armor?
It's the same armor I've been wearing all along. The captain had it refurbished for me. I can't thank you enough, Kyrie.
I'm just glad to see some smiling faces for a change. I have some things to take care of, but I'll see you two at dinner. Okay then, this was not at all the event I expected. I thought we were going to have something with that arena coming up here, since Sentina has that arena, but okay then, this was nice little character building. I'm very happy.
Kyrie truly is an excellent captain.
Yes, she did your mother proud, and so do you.
That's kind of you to say. And you're right, my mother would be proud. Every Arbiter risks their life to serve the immortals and enforce the law. My mother paid dearly for that privilege. But she made a conscious choice to serve, just as I have. I understand her better now. I think it is time to let the past be the past. Speaking of the past, are you and Yates on speaking terms yet?
Speaking? Ha! That'll be the day. Yeah, kind of a left curve there, Anadine. I don't think this is the same kind of thing to let go as, I think there's still like a notch more tragedy involved here. Not that now I find like a dick. I'm like comparing one person's tragedy to another. I'm sorry. But look, I think there's still a malicious element to whatever happened between Yates and Reiner that goes beyond. Well, we'll see where it goes. We still don't know the full picture of what happened, of course. So, yeah. A little premature for me to speculate.
And you still can't tell me about whatever crime he committed?
Very well, I will tell you. But I promise your day won't be brighter for hearing it. Ooh, alright then, we're gonna get it now then. Goodness. Even the music changed. My wife, Alicia, was ill. Deathly ill. She was being treated at Yates's clinic. Oh god, if this involves Yates being like, oh, let me do some necromancy on this dead wife, then yeah, my stocks on Yates are gonna go down a little bit. Like, and not just a little. Like, wow, that's gonna be so dark. Let's see where this goes. I had been away on a distant patrol when she fell ill. It was treacherous territory. Weeks passed before I received word, and weeks more passed in the journey home. When I finally arrived, it was too late. She was dead. It was hard. You lost your mother, so you know how hard.
But wasn't Yates trying to save her life?
Yes, he tried. I'm sure he did his very best. But when I returned, Yates wished to study the deceased further. That was his reason. When I returned, in order to learn more about the deceased that killed Alicia, he brought her back with his necromancy. Wow, it actually was exactly that. My goodness. I guess it's obvious that that kind of is what the story involving this necromancer would go to, but wow, yeah, that is ethically extremely questionable. Oh boy. My Alicia became one of the cursed attendants he keeps, shambling around his cabin in the woods. That was his crime. And yet, of course, he's been doing it willy-nilly already. Those have been dead people he's been bringing back to life as cadavers, and, I did talk about how that's kind of problematic and not great. At least in the standard, fantasy settings with the kind of morals involved and the kind of undead involved. But I've been just kind of laughing it off when I'm using it in actual gameplay, his ability to, summon the dead. I guess this is a good stark reminder that that's actually still pretty damn messed up and kind of a violation of the dead's rights. Or I don't know. You know what I'm saying, okay? So, yeah, whew. Damn, Yates. For science indeed, good lord.
Oh! How terrible! I don't think I can even imagine how that must have felt.
Yes, it was unforgivable. Though as terrible as it was, it feels good to talk about it. The living should never let death hold sway over them, to darken one's days for so long. And Alicia? I know it's not what she would want from me, this endless brooding over the past. I cannot ever forgive Yates for what he's done. But hearing you speak of your mother reminds me, time does lend perspective to things. Okay, well that's very cool that we learned that. Very sad, of course. And not entirely surprising, I also have to say. So it looks like there's a tourney here now. What's up? There is a tournament. It costs 5G. Yikes. Tourney info. What's that? Takes place over 3 rounds. For each round, you will get to choose your combatants and pit them against your opponents. After each victory, you will have the option to collect your winnings or to advance to the next round. If you lose, you will not earn anything. If you win all 3 rounds, you will earn a special prize and be crowned champions. This will end the tournament and the arena will resume its regular schedule. Note that you will not be able to collect any components from your opponents during the bout. Aha. I think I've mentioned I'm not crazy about arenas and tournaments and stuff in video games, so I'm gonna sit on this for a little bit. But I just remembered from that coal component thing, I once again forgot to do some of this crafting. So let's make... Wait, what? Dispellotron removes all buffs from the target. Oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Gadgeteers will get some use from that. Remember, we have 2 now, right? I believe I assigned Durzo to be a Gadgeteer. Yeah. Very good. Apart from that, got some gear we can make. Impala boots. Oh, nice. And a throwing glove. Oh, interesting. Allows one to throw items farther, +1 to item usage range. Oh. Well, that's certainly a curious item. 2 noodle fruits, 1... okay, so I can only make 1 of these. Well, I already have 1 throwing glove. Oh, okay. Well, let's make the Impala boots. I like those more. Now, who could use some Impala boots? Kidoki. Wow, everyone's just got stuff on them. Hey, Anadine, you can have the toad boots as a hand-me-down. There you go. Alright, got that taken care of. Yeah, this definitely has, I can totally see where Reiner's coming from with this plot twist involving Yates. And, yeah, Yates is, well, he doesn't really make any pretense about his stuff, I suppose. He is a very, very morally questionable character. Alright, let's go to the Sparrows to see what the event over here is. Take care of that, and then I will take care of my shopping and my gilding. Well, that was quite a homecoming. Oh, these guys are from the Sparrows? Interesting. Is that the implication there? I didn't realize. Yes, I'm afraid some of the old city's nostalgia has worn off now. Tell me you're not gonna let a handful of scofflaws get you all down in the mouth. We drove them out, didn't we? Scofflaw, that's a great word. Happy to hear that brought up. We did. Primus did. He helped, sure. Helped by intervening in mortal affairs. Yes, but... I'm not finished. Helped with forbidden magic, skirting council rules, killing as if he were a clerk, crossing our names in a ledger. Out names in a ledger. I misspoke. My apologies. Interesting that Kyrie is doing this since she herself was kind of skirting the rules by, you know, finding the excuse to go after Alphonse, although admittedly I think there was a level of callousness more involved with the way that he was dunking those people in the water, Primus that is, so, yeah. Now, are you finished? It seems to me a certain Arbiter captain I know has a short memory for details. Oh, once again I spoke too soon. I think Reiner's gonna call out Kyrie for this very thing. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness. I need to stop guessing stuff like this. It's obnoxious. When a slippery lord recently bent the rules, we had to bend a few of our own. As for crossing out names, it may take us a little longer than an immortal, but we get the job done just the same. Justice won out, lives were saved. That's what matters. Of course, you're right. But look at the people and resources Sigil gathered preaching resistance to lawful immortal rule. What might they be able to do once word of Primus's indiscretion gets out?
Now, that's put a bit of a shadow on things again, but, point taken. Let's make haste and put the Sparrows behind us.
Ah, yes, sweep under the rug. Now, that's the right move, Reiner. Now you're getting it.
Too many ghosts here anyway.
Alright, well that event was certainly shorter than the one over here. Kidokiga, I'm going to now take care of some shopping and hiring our new Reaver, so I will catch you all real quick-like. Okie dokie, I got my shopping done, and we also got a new recruit, our new Reaver, and he is a spooky man indeed, Cray. What a spooky dude. By the way, I should probably mention at this point, you may have noticed we've been getting... The last couple of recruits have been a little more exciting portraits, let's say. Now, I don't think I haven't noticed that. Basically, there seem to be like these generic portraits. You know, these kind of ones where the eyes are grayed out. They seem to be mainly meant for generic characters and enemy types, but they've been recolored for our group as well. But there also seem to be more unique portraits as well in the mix. So... I admit, once I started getting the Hatman, I started off-screen, basically. I kept re-rolling, because usually I just picked whatever was the character presented to me. But since these ones are a little not exciting, these featureless portraits, so to speak, I decided to, every time I would re-roll until I got a portrait that was unique and wasn't one of these kind of more... generic character art. So that's why the last characters have been more interesting, and they're gonna be so as we go forward as well. So that's why we now have this very, very spooky man, Cray, indeed. He looks like some kind of gentleman with a bothered past. I wonder what led him to such a violent field as reavering, but that's what he's doing. Scary. So he's got all the basic unlocks here, very cool. So let's review. What that hidden class is. It's Peddler 3, Reaver 3. Now Cray is of course Reaver's handled, he's going to be working on that. But he needs to get to Peddler. So let's go through that chain one more time. We did it earlier today, but just so I don't get this wrong. Peddler requires Rangeur. Rangeur requires Scoundrel, which we just unlocked, didn't we? Scoundrel requires Mercenary. Yes, but Scoundrel is in fact here. Very good. So I'm gonna put Scoundrel. I know this doesn't really matter. This side gig here, but I'm going to put Scoundrel there just to remind me that that's what he's going to need to work on. So Scoundrel will lead to Ranger, will lead to Peddler, will lead to whatever that hidden class is with, looks like one of those Ashigara hats. Ashigara? What's the term for, like, not samurai, but the, like, foot soldiers? It was Ashi something, because it's like foot soldiers. I think it's Ashigara, but I'm not a hundo on that. Someone write in and tell me if I got it wrong, and if I got it wrong, what the actual answer is. But yes, welcome to the team, Cray. Please don't spook anybody with your spookiness. Oh my goodness. And I got a bunch of stuff for people. Everyone on this row is starting to be... They all have, like, top-tier weapons. I also outfitted Cray with the best I could, since he's going to be in the next mission. Speaking of which, at last, this was the first episode of this week, was a very cutscene heavy episode. It goes sometimes like that. Let's go see what's going on at the Caravan Trail. Dotted with ancient ruins, this trail is nowadays only home to the hardiest of desert creatures. Ooh, oh man, desert! I mentioned this last time, but it's exciting getting to these Badlands places. This is gonna be fun. This change of scenery as we go to these places. Beware of those huge beetle-like creatures. They appear to be lumbering and slow, but can charge a great distance across open ground to attack, and pack a mean wallop when they do. Oh, those beetles. I was gonna say, I don't see any beetles, but there they are. Forget the beetles. What's up with that psychotic bumblebee over there to the left? I'm getting very bad vibes from that thing. Oh, and don't think I don't see over there, hiding in the corner behind that rock. It's one of those jellyfishos. Yikes. Make use of these columns and ruins to deny them a clear path to charge. Who are you talking to, Kyrie? Oh, nobody. Oh my goodness, there's another monster up there. There's 8 enemies in this one encounter. Wow. You've encountered a Zotzit. These odd creatures will sometimes show up during a patrol. They are very adept at evading attacks and tend to escape from battle after a few turns, but if you manage to defeat one, you'll receive a sizable amount of bonus AP after battle. Another Cactuar type enemy. Wow. Okay, well, we'll let that Zotzit be. Okay, so this was level 12 to level 17, which means I believe none of these guys are above level 17. So I'm thinking, again, even though I kind of got my arse kicked last time, Pink Pummy the Zotzit, I'm thinking I don't put in my level 18 folks yet, which means Shay actually is going to sit this out. Shay? What was his name? Cray. Who's Shay? I don't know. Forget about Shay. It's Cray. Cray's sitting out. Shay is also sitting it out, unless I have a Shay on my team. Nope. I'm thinking my level 18 people will sit this one out. I'll put in my level 17s instead, because that's the maximum level. Although, unfortunately, Anadine is also going to sit it out. So Durzo. Lucina. Reiner and Yates. Rude. Okay, Durzo, Lucina, Reiner, Yates, Rude. That's 5 people. And Lana, I think. That's going to be our crew. Oh, Kyrie's not even participating this time. Sometimes it goes like that. Okay, everyone, firm up on me. Do not worry. I know how to survive in the desert. I have served in the Foreign Legion for a time. Have you now? Now let's put in Lucina. I didn't get a chance to play as the Fellblade very long, so I don't remember exactly how these folks run, but hopefully, with me playing the levels a little bit like this, we can still win this mission, you know? We've had some runs which have been, like, absolute kill fests, so I'm hoping... I mean, kill fests on the enemy. The enemy have died. So I'm hoping that I can do this, even with this little setup. Why did I make Rude a knight? Was there some class I was aiming for? I can't remember, but okay, Rude is a knight. I'm sure I had a really good reason to do that, but I've completely forgotten. Oh, what? You can move between these tiles? Really? And there's something fishy about these boxes being this easy to just pick up over there to the left. What is going on there? Okay, so that one connects over there. So we can go get those components over there if we really want, or we can try and move in on this thing. I don't know. I'll think about it. This connects to 1211, which is up there. Okay, these make sense. These boxes I'm more interested in. And I think that was then, yeah, because these guys are level 18, so they're not joining the fight. And Anadine, Virgil, and Reiner are all a bit beaten up, so Lana's gonna be our 3rd member. We're a bit squishy, this team. But I guess we'll give it a go.